Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name is Josh. Happy Friday. It's the Friday before something that's coming up really soon. Today we're talking about Tara Henderson. Every single person on earth messaged me yesterday about Tara Henderson. I saw her story, I downloaded it, I've got it here. We're gonna walk through it. You guys might be surprised where this video goes today, to be honest with you. And so I've been thinking about it all day, and I've got a plan. I hope this is a turning point, is what I'm saying, in this whole idea, in this whole conversation, and it's amazing. So let's talk about it. And instead of doing darts and dancing today, I need you guys instead to watch this. Right? Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do 2 snark videos a day. I'll be hanging out with Mark all next week, so I'll be doing these vlogs from either the pier or the tree house or the haunted house. So I'll try my best to get 2 in. I'll try to do short ones. I don't know what I'm gonna do. At least 1 a day for sure, all week. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Shannon Rose got some crap going down. There's lots happening in the world. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk serious. I mean, it's basically gonna be the same, but I'm gonna try to add a little bit more because it is Snark Week. So we're gonna get extra snarky, Bachelorette, maybe some Big Brother. I don't know. I'm gonna bring Mark on for some snark, guest snark. Mark doesn't like snarking on people, but we'll figure it out, okay? So stay tuned for that. I cannot wait. Subscribe now. Get it going. We got lots coming up this coming week too. I'm gonna make a big announcement by the end of the week. You guys are gonna be like, yeah! And I'm gonna be like, yeah! And we're all gonna be like, yeah! Aloha! Yeah! So, without further ado, let's get to this. Well, what I wanna do is go first through this Tara Henderson's Instagram story and preface this by saying, this is a big deal, right? Aaron Williams, you've got, oh my gosh, I think Acacia Kersey has said she's taking her kids off. You've gotten so many vloggers have decided to take their kids off YouTube, and it's getting awesome. You're gonna have the other ones who just don't give a shit. Jess Fam, Weiss Life, The R Life, Ace Family, LeBrant's, they're not gonna ever do it. And it's encouraging to watch someone like Tara do this, make this decision. But today what we're gonna walk through is how impactful this can be on people, okay? And watching this video, you guys, again, you might be surprised at where this goes. We're gonna walk down this path together. We're gonna navigate this new thing that's just happened, and we're gonna do this together, all right? Let's do it, let's watch this.
First, just want to say, I hate that I have to come on here like this, but this is a topic that is just really emotional for me.
I guess that, like, right off the top, she's heartbroken. Like, she was thinking about this. I'm not sure she should have cleared her head first before she came on. I don't know. It feels like she is emotionally bombshelled right now. Like, that is a legit puff face. She's been crying for a while. So right off the top, I want to say, like, I want to recognize that I legit think that she is going through some business right now. And I don't know what led to this moment, why she said it now, but let's figure it out.
A lot of you guys have noticed that I have decided to take the kids out of our videos. And while I know that's the best decision for them, it's still extremely difficult because I know I'm disappointing a lot of you guys. And
let me stop you there, Tara. Like, I want to say congratulations, right? That's absolutely something I want to say here. I want to say, yes, you've made the right decision. But now I want to take a step back. And a lot of times I say this about family vloggers. You're not where you are without the people who watch you. And she's saying something here that kind of pissed me off, but I don't have a right to be pissed off. Does that make sense? Like, she's just like, I don't want to let you guys down. And I'm like, who cares what they think? Because in the end, this is good for the kids, right? But we have to acknowledge Tara doesn't get here in this situation she's in with a very successful clothing company, brand new house, living life the way she lives without her fans. So, and my initial response was, who gives a shit what people say about you taking your kids off? But then I realized, yeah, she does have them to answer to because that's who pays her paychecks. So I was conflicted there.
I started my channel with documenting my pregnancy with Shay, and then I didn't expect it to get to the point where it is today. but YouTube is just not what it was when I first started.
It's crazy how heartbroken she is about this decision. Now, I'm not saying that in a negative way, or like I'm not making fun of her, but like the impact this has had on her, where she's like, I'm bringing my kids along for this whole journey, and then all of a sudden something switched, a switch flicked somewhere. Like the conversation is snowballing for a lot of family vloggers. And again, I don't think I'm not taking credit for this. Everybody who talks about this, like I think when I did a video a while back that said, did I start that? I think it was Tiffany Ferguson, and there's the first kind of one I really saw. This is being covered by so many people, and the pressure is on, right? And so Tara is starting to realize, I don't know, she had an epiphany, whatever the case may be. She's like, I don't want my kids on here anymore. And it broke her heart.
And I know that I'm trying to like regroup because I really don't want to cry, but this is just like really amusing.
Again, I don't want to snark. I'm not snark. I'm not making fun of her. She's literally wiping her face with a diaper. I'm like, hey, use what you have at hand, I suppose.
Diaper.
That's pretty funny, guys. Of all the things, Tara Henderson, remember I told you guys that she's not funny, because she's not funny at all. Zero funny. That was pretty funny. I don't think she meant to be funny, so.
It's just really emotional for me because I built up this community on YouTube. And I know that I'm disappointing a lot of you, and that kills me. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to make you sad. I know a lot of you guys are going to miss the kids. I'm still going to share them here on Instagram.
Well, okay. I hope you're going to take them off YouTube, or you're not going to take them off Instagram. Well, I mean, I'm more about the YouTube life. As long as Instagram is just like maybe a picture of them, running through, sprinklers and shit, whatever. Like, as long as it's innocent enough and it doesn't tell a lot of their life, all that kind of stuff. If it's just like in passing, I got people keep commenting here and there once in a blue moon. Obviously, people don't watch this. They're like, your daughter's on your Instagram. Shame on you. Okay, first of all, I have children. Yes. There's a few pictures on my Instagram. Yes. Do I monetize anything with my kids? No. And if my kids do come on, like Tyson will come on once in a while, I pay him. He gets the half of the revenue of the video. He's an adult and he can make that decision to come on, and he's really well spoken. I like having him on. But I don't make money off my kids. And I've always said this. If you make money from your kids on YouTube, that is where I have a problem with it. If you're giving away their privacy and everything else, that's where I have a problem with it. I have no problem with people posting their kids on Instagram or Facebook, whatever the case may be. As long as it's not inappropriate. Right? I mean, do what you got to do. I'm also not the police. I'm not the kids posting police. Okay. Do what you got to do. But my problem is this. My problem has always been exploitation for money and giving away privacy and all that stuff. And again, my Facebook is private. I have like 3 or 4 pictures of my kids on my Instagram. I'm proud of my kids once in a blue moon, but I don't make any money off them, nor will I ever. Okay. So piss off into the sun with that stupid ass argument. Cool. All right.
But they're just not going to be in my videos anymore. And I know I have to remind myself that my family is most important and protecting them is most important. And so
Win. Exactly. And I'm sad it takes these people so long to get to this level. But at least the family vloggers that have taken their kids off, Shaylee and all these other people who've decided to do it, their kids are still young. This is a perfect opportunity right now for vloggers like LeBrant's, Ace Fam, Weiss Life. Well, Weiss Life might be a little bit too sailed far. Our life's a little bit too far. But the opportunity to get your kids off while they're young, they'll be forgotten, which is great. It's such a great thing. But the families that won't do it are selfish, and they know they're wrong, because look at how many family vloggers, like Tara's a pretty big family vlogger, okay? This is a big deal. And so this is going to pressure other people to do that. And if the people who just want to ignore it are just going to say, F you, I'm not going to do that, are people who just don't give a shit. We're going to see, as this happens more and more and more, those who are left standing at the end, who are on the wrong side of history, are going to be the ones that are the most selfish, the ones who didn't give a shit right to the end. Those are the most disgusting. So today's video, again, is a celebration of what she's about to do. And I'm going to say right here, Tara, your finishings at your house are still ugly with the gold and all that stuff. But congratulations, okay? Respect, for real, for doing what you've done. Respect. And I'm going to take your videos down like I promised off YouTube. It's the Instagram thing now. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to honor that and not going to make fun of her, not going to snark on her anymore. because she's making a hard decision here. And I think as a community that we're all in this together, we all need to recognize that and give her props. And I'll tell you why in a second, because we're going to go to the video that she posted today where she's getting effing ratioed by her fans. And I'm going to be pissed at those fans. Look, I know I came after Tara Henderson. I come after everybody who's a family vlogger. And I will reiterate this again. I don't hate any of them. Like, again, even if I ran into Mike and James, I wouldn't be like, I want to fight you guys. I wouldn't do any of that. I'd just be like, hey, you guys are douchebags, right? I don't hate anybody. The R life is just, they skirt it. Like, not just Kendall. I don't like her. I just don't like her, you know? But I don't hate anybody. In the end, if someone were to reach out to me and have a conversation with me about this, then it changes the path that I take. Acacia Kersey reached out to me. I've spoken with Aaron Williams. I've spoken with people when they actually reach out to me and have honest conversations with me about what they're doing. It's actually harder for me to snark on them, to be honest with you. It humanizes them to me. And so when I sit here and do these videos, you guys have to know that when I'm snarking on people, it's for a reason. I'm not just willy-nilly just tearing people down because it's fun. It is fun, but I do it for that reason, for this. And I'm not saying I'm the reason she did this, but I'm saying the conversation that we're having here is working. It's putting pressure on these people to do it, and that's what needed to happen from the beginning.
This decision, seeing your guys' messages come in, and they're just like making me more emotional.
So she's getting messages as she's doing these stories, and people are like either supporting her or not. And I think it's more on the not, like, just wait. It gets crazy here. Oh my God.
So much. I feel like there's so much I need to say, but I can't even think about what I'm trying to say because I'm just, this topic is just a lot. It's, again, a really, really difficult decision, but I know it's the best one.
Tara, it's the best decision. Like, I know it's hard now because I don't think she's crying because she's removing her kids and it might be a revenue stream that she's missing out. I don't think that's the issue here. I don't think it's like, I'm crying because I'm losing money. I absolutely don't think that. I honestly think that she knows where her bread was buttered and that she's getting some hate, and we're going to show you in a minute what it is. She's crying because she probably didn't expect the amount of pushback she was going to get. But she also needs to stand on her values and just say, like, I don't really care. Like, yes.
I feel like no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be people that disagree with your decisions. But this decision of mine is important because it involves my family and it involves my kids.
Exactly. If people don't respect your decision to privatize your family, you idiots, are you serious? This is her family where she said, I've had this epiphany or whatever the case may be that I don't want my kids out there. I think she talks about it here in a second, why it's important to her. But people who don't respect that, but it's crazy to me that they'll ride or die with somebody who does crazy things. But as soon as they take some content down that they are there for, we're going to get into that in a minute, like F off.
And so a lot of you guys are asking why them out. I mean, I'm sure most of you have seen there's videos all over YouTube about how family vloggers are exploiting their kids, and
yep,
it's this whole thing on YouTube, and that those videos make me sick to my stomach because that's never been the point of my channel.
And she might be right here. Like, I don't think that there are family vloggers I know specifically that exploit their children for money, right? It's like it's clear as day. All right, you got LeBrant's, Everly LeBrant, 5-point-something million subscribers on TikTok and whatever. Like, you've got, what's her name? Daniel Cohn. You've got, who's the other one? The other kid? Piper Raquel, which we're going to talk about soon. Weiss Life. There are people you know that if they took their children off, fathering autism, if they took their kids off of their vlogs, would they survive? Right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Will Tara Henderson's channel survive without the kids? Yes, it will. If you even look at Bits of Bish, okay, she rarely puts her kids on there. I don't think I've ever seen her kids in a little while since Hawaii. But if Bits took her kids completely off, she'd survive as a channel. If Weiss Life, if LeBrant's, if Ace Family, if Kendall Rich and them, if Fathering Autism, I can go on and on and on. If they take their kids off, 8 Passengers, Crazy Pieces, Crazy Middles, it's all about the damn kids. Ask yourself this question, family vloggers, because I know you're watching this. If you were to take your kids off, would your channel survive? right? Jordan Page, everybody else. I think some of them would, right? But for the most part, the ones who wouldn't survive, that's how you know that they have no choice but to exploit their children. So the decision she's making here, again, is one to be honored.
We're not exploiting our kids, and I never ever want my kids to grow up thinking that.
Sorry, Tara, you are exploiting your kids. Like, you absolutely are. Maybe you don't do it with a evil heart, or maybe you're inadvertently not understanding what exploitation is, but at its core, what you guys are doing is exploitation. You literally birthed your children on into the world, which is, it's not a big deal if you're not monetizing it, but if you monetize that stuff because it's part of your draw to your channel, that is exploitation. There's no other way to say it. Now, there's intent behind exploitation, right? Some people might not realize that's what they're doing. And maybe your heart isn't like, I don't think I'm doing that, but you, at its core, you are, and it can't be argued. It's just the truth of it.
You know, you guys know that Grayson is struggling with his speech, and I don't want to exploit that in any way. It makes me
awesome,
physically sick thinking about that, because I love him so. I love all my kids so much, and I never ever want them to think like when they grow up, like, don't want him to grow up one day and see a video on my channel of me like talking about him in speech.
Tara, you're smarter than you look. Amazing. She doesn't want him to one day go back. Why did you tell everybody that, Mom? She's got some hindsight. She's got foresight right now, where nobody that's in this world right now has the foresight. So Tara saying what she's saying right now is really effing important, family vloggers. I know she's got a wide network of family vloggers. Please listen to her. Those things that you put out about your kids that you might think it's cute or whatever, they're in a diaper, or they're naked, or we're talking about periods or shaving or acne or things that like one-offs aren't such a huge crazy deal. In the end, you don't know how that's going to affect your children. I was listening to, I'm reading a book today by, what's her name? Abigail Schreier. There was a part that she said in there about something about our adolescents and specifically our women and specifically our teenagers right now. There's something going on in the world right now that is affecting our kids more than it ever has. And you know what it is? It's this damn thing right here. This has changed the game. People like me who didn't grow up with that, you know, came into my life around 20 years old-ish, like full blast. So we didn't grow up with that. It was different. Our kids have completely changed. They are more mental health aware. They have more mental health issues than they've ever had before. Okay, it is a dangerous place for kids and their mental health. So us as parents, even young parents like me and Tara and everybody else, we don't know the ramifications of 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And look how much kids are struggling right now. Could you imagine in 10, 20 years, when you've put some of this stuff out there, that might destroy them. How do we know that these kids aren't gonna want this off later? And if the case is that you've shared the internet with you shared on the internet all the private moments of your children's lives, they're gonna hate you. And she's sitting here saying the thing that I've been saying, that everybody's been saying. You should not put out private details about your children's lives. And I'll say this again too, I've said this a bunch of times. If you've got a kid who's got a talent, like Tristan's got trampoline talent, right? He's like an elite level trampolinist. I want him to go to the Olympics. He wants to start a TikTok, YouTube channel. I would absolutely let him do that. It's a talent that he's exposing. He's doing that himself, right? He's not giving away personal details about his life. He's literally jumping on a trampoline and showing his talent. There's nothing wrong with that. Except when it comes to like dancing and some of the shit that these kids are wearing. That's a little bit different. But again, it is nuance. There is a nuance, but there's no nuance to giving away private details of your child's life, their struggles, their personal details of their life, like dumb shit they did, all that kind of stuff. There's no nuance to it. It is black and white there. Can we agree?
And him not being able to talk, and the comments about that and making fun of that, because there's already been comments like that on my channel, and those.
Here's the thing about YouTube, Tara, and I think you know this. There's already been comments making fun of your kid, and people make fun of my kids and my wife and everybody else. And people are just trying to drama bait me, and I get it. But there are assholes everywhere. And I'm putting myself on the internet, so I'm susceptible to assholes. People will comment on my Instagram, or they'll come in, or they'll send me a message, and you're getting it too. And if you go to these gossip forums, which I have to go to kind of see what's going on, oh my gosh, this world that we live in on the internet is Mad Max times a million. Okay, it's like the apocalypse on here. Nobody gives a shit. These YouTube streets and comment sections are hurtful to a lot of people. Okay. you develop a thick skin, you understand it, and then I like confrontation, so when people come at me, I'm like, awesome, right? People like Tara, no, okay? Some people cannot handle bad comments. It destroys them, okay? And again, it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And so when you put yourself out into a public space like this, you should expect it, and it's going to happen. It shouldn't. Well, I mean, should it happen? Should it not happen? I don't know. It's not for me to judge. But I like when people come at me because I can tear you to shreds with words like anybody else, and I like bring it. I don't think she even realizes the freedom that's going to come from this. I think right now she's hurt, but it's going to be like, whew.
Comments like, eat me alive, because that's my baby and I want to protect my baby, and I'm sure like all of you guys understand and get that.
And the problem with what she just said there is no, they don't. And we're going to get into the comment section in a second. They don't understand it. They don't. What do you mean? But she's right. I wish every family vlogger watches this. Her. Don't watch me. Go watch her. What she just said there was the most important thing I think any family vlogger has ever said. You want to get real and raw? This is as real as you're going to see someone. This is it. This isn't fake. What she just said there was the most real and raw and most important thing that any family vlogger has ever said. I love my kids fiercely and I want to protect them no matter what. If your kids are on YouTube, Crazy Pieces, Crazy Middles, everybody that's giving away stories about their kids' lives, you are not protecting them. You are literally putting them out there like bait. You are just waiting for somebody to come along and destroy them, hurt them, make fun of them, leave negative comments. You are putting that out there, and even though those people shouldn't be doing it, it happens, and you put them out knowing that's going to happen, which means that you knowingly exploit them. And like, look at Sakona Jolie. These guys are getting off YouTube right now because they're getting so many hate comments. So it happens. We know it happens. So if I have the opportunity to not put my kid out there to get comments, I probably won't. If I started getting more comments about my kids being on Instagram, I would take them off. Like, I don't have very much on there, so it's easy for me like that, get them off and gone. But I know putting a thing out there might get something, right? I'll shield them from it, but these people are way bigger than I am, right? And there's so many more people that hate them. So it's just a hard world to live in. YouTube and being in the public eye is one of the most difficult things to be in. And I'm not even famous and I get some shit. People like that are out there, Ace family, all these people, it would suck to be hated on that massive of a level. Like, I'm sorry. I know I have a few haters here and there and I can deal with it. But if I ever become like to a degree where everybody hates me because I said something stupid, I'm gone. Bye. I'm not dealing with it. I'll shut that shit off. Some of these people can't because they're so wrapped up in the money that it gives them and they can't back out because what are they going to do? Right? You put yourself into a rock and hard place. And the only person that really is going to suffer, yeah, you will, the person will, the parents will, but the kids will suffer more.
But I can't just remove Grayson from my videos and then show the other kids because then I'd get flack for that. So,
yeah.
All in all, I just do not ever want my kids or anyone else to think that I'm exploiting them in any way, because that's never, ever been the case.
It is the case. I think what she meant to say was intention, but it even was the intention. But I think now that I'm listening to her, was it, how do I say this? Was the intention pure or was it like, the intention matters. I think she's confused here. It was never the case. It was the case, but the intention matters.
Anyways, I hope I got my point across. All in all, I just want to protect my babies, and
good for you.
I know this is the best decision for them.
Yes, it is.
I know some of you guys agree and respect that, and some of you guys are disappointed and maybe don't understand that, or you don't have kids, but I'm sorry for those that I have disappointed, and I hope to, I don't know.
She's sorry for those she disappointed. And I'm going to say this. Hey, if you're disappointed in her choice to take her kids off the internet, that's what I'm going to say to you. Piss off into the sun. You have no rights to anybody's kids. Okay? The fact that these people put them out there, people think that they have rights to watch. If Fathering Autism takes Abigail off that channel is going to crash and burn. Those people would riot, okay? There are people that come there just to watch her, and it's like the best part of their day, like crazy person with the weird teeth. Like, it's, again, ask yourself the question, family vloggers, if I took my kids off today, what would happen to my channel? Tara's channel is going to survive, I hope, okay? So we're on her YouTube. We're on her YouTube page of the video she released today, which is called "An Entire Day in My Life." It's 12 minutes. I'm not going to go through the entire day. I'm not going to snark on her or anything like that. She's got 61,000 views. We're going to go to her channel right here real quick, and we're going to look at. She dropped the video "An Entire Day in My Life." Okay, 62,000 views, 92% like ratio, which is pretty low for her considering she's up around 97, 98, 96. Like she hovers close to 100% in every video. Okay, so that's pretty 92% for her. That's a hit. Why is it a hit? 62,000 views in 11 hours is pretty big. 1 week ago, she has 200,000 hits. Like she's averaging about 150, 160. So this video is hitting people pretty hard. They're watching it. They're interested in what's going on, right? So let's go into the comment section. Her like ratio is a little bit down, again, like I said. And an entire day of my life working mom of 4. And then she pinned a comment here that said, taking your guys' comments to heart, and I'm sorry for disappointing some of you with the decision to not show my kids in the videos anymore. YouTube is just not what it was when I first. She said all this anyway, so hope you guys can respect that decision. Again, once a family vlogger says respect a decision, especially when it's a good decision, right? I'm doing this for the betterment. Cool. If a family vlogger came at me and said respect my decision to exploit my kids, I'm going to say no. Piss off. I would be like, you're dumb. That's what I would do there. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to respect that. But if a family vlogger says, hey, I'm going to take my kids off, respect my decision, you know, and do that, I'm going to be like, effing right. I won't do snark videos on you. I'm not going to walk away. I'll be like, congratulations. I hope people will now go to her, watch these videos of her in her ugly appliances and stuff like that and doing t-shirts and mailing letters or whatever she does. I don't like the MLM stuff, but again, MLMs... I'm not going to die in a hill on MLMs. I will die in a hill for exploiting kids. I will die in that hill. You know what? Again, this is just, I know she does all this stuff, but I want to we have to focus on the positive thing that's happening right here. And this is a really, really good deal. This is a big deal. Okay. So anyway, lots of comments here about do your thing. Good for you. All you have to do is like scroll down to once she doesn't heart. And you'll see if you scroll through my videos, I try to heart everything that I like. If you see a not heart, it's likely someone I'm like, piss off, right? So someone said, for me, it's not really about the kids, but the fact that this video was only a few minutes long, the angles were horrible, and you could tell you threw it together. Where are your organization vlogs? So that's just mean. Family Life writes this. I don't think it's just the kids, though. It's a shift in everything, to be honest. I thought they were going to do something sweet with family for 4th of July and was looking for a vlog, but it was just about making meals and everything was just shifted because she has too much work now in her hands. This is, to me, one of the weirdest comments I've ever seen. Like, who are you? I get it that these people watch, so I'm conflicted because these are the people that watch and are stans. Like they watch, they probably buy the merch, they do everything. So they actually have something to say. It's actually, I'm conflicted. At the same time, I'm like, ew, I thought they were going to do something for me. It's like a lot of these people are taking ownership of Tara. Like you're supposed to do, Tara is like family vloggers become like the circus act, right? This is the zoo. Family vloggers are the people who are watching, you know, do a trick, monkey, here's a banana. Like, that's really weird to me, but they put themselves in this position, so. This one here, Amelia Bala writes, I find it odd how she moves into her big house and then decides to slack on her vlogs. The vibes and message that's being projected isn't good and everyone's picking up on it. Well, Amelia, you're douche. Just saying. I know, I feel like I'm not coming to the rescue of Tara Henderson, everybody. I just want to celebrate her, but at this moment, she's making this choice, so I feel like I have to come to her corner. Okay, I feel like I have to come. She's not going to snark on these assholes, so I'm going to do it. And then Tara wrote back to her and said, I think it's just that I have a lot on my plate right now, so maybe you're picking up on the stress or how overwhelmed I am. There have been a lot of big life changes recently. Makes me sad that you think that, though. Amelia, and she writes, also, you don't have to talk about me in third person when I'm responding directly to you. Well, she got a little snark there, a little snarky. This is what Amelia Bala writes back after the little snarky thing there. You're right, and I know how hardworking Tara usually is, but since this is not normally like her, and she has a nanny to help her, maybe I just assumed it was something else. And to you, Tara, I'm sorry, I'm not really a hater, so you don't have to be snarky towards me because I've supported you for a few years now, and know where the unsubscribe button is. Well, Amelia, hit that unsubscribe button, and piss off. Tara needs to not respond to people, if you're listening, Tara. Stop responding to people. You need to just choose your path, okay? Stick to it and just tell people, bye. If you don't like it, get lost. You don't have to say that, but you just say nothing. That's basically what you gotta do. Tansim Chowd Hurry writes, I really miss your child. Ew. Stop, people. Kimberly McMillan writes, I've heard people say how YT isn't what it is in regards to not showing kids anymore. Just curious how. What happened? Either way, it's fine with me. Just curious because if they're being shown on Instagram publicly, how's it different than YT? I kind of agree with her there. If you're still going to go on Instagram and show your kids and use them for money, I don't it's still kind of like, but this is a step, right? So let's be positive and say, okay, it's a good step. Let's hope she takes the next big step and completely takes them off the internet. Lana B writes, totally understand, but on the other hand, I feel like this channel grew because the mom vlogs and the kiddos. My children would always ask me, does Bailey have a new video? That's gross. It's like Bailey was their best friend and they would always yell, Bailey, Bailey. It was like our little routine that we could sit down and watch her videos, and now they love seeing what the kids were doing. I get that things change and change is hard to accept. Maybe address it in your upcoming Q&A why things are changing. Thanks for all your hard work. Can't imagine juggling everything you do. And by the way, love your TV clothes, such good quality. Again, this is where that I get conflicted because I'm like, it's not your kid. It's not your, you don't get access if I don't want to give you access. But I'm conflicted because I always tell family vloggers who like, don't ask me questions about this stuff because I don't want to get it. And I'm like, no, you asked for this life. So you see the confliction here? I sort of want to tell them like, it's not up to you. This is her kids, but at the same time, she put them there, so. Taslima Furtis. Yeah, I'm not liking the new content recently. When you moved, I thought there would be more house tour. More how you decorate every room. It takes time, but shared every bit of your moving and showed so excited to your new home. And now we get real meal prep and daily routine. Not good enough. Well, Taslima, ew. These people need a life. I know everybody comes in that means let's get a life and you're just jealous. I'm not saying these people are jealous. I'm saying stop basing your entire life around a YouTube channel. That is crazy to me. I hope nobody does that with this channel. And if you do, I'm sorry that you had to see this ass every day. Sorry. Hey, Roni. So Gabriella Gabaldon writes, family vloggers are being viciously attacked for exploiting their children. Yes, there are bad YouTube parents out there, but that does not mean all of them should be punished. No, there's no good exploitation of children on YouTube. You might have good intentions. It might be cute, might be whatever. But if you're making money, I mean, okay. That's nuanced too, because I just talked about the sports thing. If you're doing something that doesn't give away their details of their life, private moments, all that kind of stuff, and you're just kind of, hey, my kid can sing, or my kid can play racquetball, or whatever, that to me isn't like a big deal, right? I would even like, that's why I don't talk about Ryan's toys. Maybe I should, but I feel like you don't know much about Ryan himself. He just sells a bunch of toys. Like we're not giving away his secrets of his life. You know, how many times he's been grounded or shit he's done. It's just kids selling toys. It's just there's nuance. This is the line that's always been drawn on this channel. If you exploit your kids for money, which I guess is like Ryan Toys, and their privacy and everything else, that in the end, we don't know what's going to happen when everybody finds out about them, that's gross. I'll always say it like that. Oh, here we go. Furtis Javid writes, who are these people? I can't see your video without your kids. I love kids very much. You are a super mom. Please share your kids' activities. I want to see lovely kids. No. Gross. Like the people who are complaining the most here seem to be from different countries, to be honest with you. Sakaria Jailena writes, I am not happy. Well, Sakara. So? Anyway, she's so many comments on that, just one her pinned post, but I'm going to go through the other comments. Laura Schleck writes, Tara, I'm not sure what's going on, but the content really isn't what it used to be. I'm waiting for your house tour. Everything is really choppy, and I'm not sure why you aren't showing the family anymore. I know it's not YouTube making you cut things. I see other families on here that show their kids, and I'm disappointed. Well, Laura, F you. I don't want to see pics of your oils or diffusers or any of your other sponsored products or your underwear drawers. I really love your family and don't mean to berate you, but please go back to your old style. Hey, she's taking her kids off because she feels like she needs to protect them. Laura, what don't you understand about that? How stupid are you? Get a life. You're just jealous. Again, I'm missing the vlogs with kids. This Kai, if you choose not to show your babies anymore, the choice is yours. But no one wants to see their legs and hands only. I'll be honest, this was one of your most boring videos. F off. Tara, stop responding to these people. There's so many people here for kids. This is the scariest part about this, guys. There are so many people who are refusing to watch her now because she's taking her kids off. What does that tell you? How disgusting is that? That people are literally coming to family vloggers' channels to watch the children. Are you guys seeing this now? This should be one of the most eye-opening videos I've ever done. I hope this really is, you guys are hitting this. These people are like literally berating her because she wants to protect her kids' privacy and they're hating on her for doing it. I want to see your kids. I demand to see your kids. Why'd you take them off? F you. I hate this now. That is the most disgusting thing ever. That is why this has to stop. These people are crazy. Aaron L. writes, Tara, please know that you made the best decision to keep your kids out of videos moving forward. Yeah, respecting their privacy is so important, and I know for a fact I would be upset with my parents if they blasted my entire life as a child in the internet for the whole world to see. Yes. You're an amazing mom, and I know these sweet babies will thank you. Ignore the hate. Kids cannot consent or understand what it really means being on YouTube videos. You are awesome, and I'll be watching you for as long as you're on YT. Aaron L., good one. Alexandra Bezalis writes, I think this will be the direction for most whom we have known as mommy or family vloggers. Aaron is doing the same thing and several others. A lot of things are changing. The winds are changing. Think about that. I'm so proud of this moment right now. I'm so proud that I get to be a part of this movement with Sloan and everybody else who's done videos like this, okay? That hate this, and there's so many, okay? I'm so proud of this moment right now, that there are people that are just like, they're waking up to it. And in the end, to me, that shows me that you actually didn't realize the negative impact of the exploitation. Then all of a sudden it takes in a real adult, it takes a human to kind of look back and say, oh, you're right. Shaylee, remember when we interviewed Shaylee? She had that moment, the epiphany. It takes a real loving parent to say, damn it, I am doing this and I'm changing. It takes an asshole exploiter who doesn't give a shit to continue on after this, after hearing this, after seeing someone like this do that. Jess Pham, looking at you. A few of them are supportive, but the reason why she's breaking down in the car is because the overwhelming majority of all of these comments are basically like negative. Crystal Sky writes this, imagine watching a TV show with only the bottom half from the waist down of people were shown. You would change the channel fast. Okay, Crystal, dumbass. That's stupid. Someone writes, then change it. Change the channel, Crystal Sky. Get lost. You're basically saying, I don't respect your decision to honor your kid's privacy, and so I'm going to make a negative comment. Anybody who comes at Tara from this point forward, knowing what she said, I want to protect their privacy, I can't stop them from being made fun of, all this kind of stuff, and I love them fiercely and I want them off the internet. After she has said that and you come after her, that's not cool. A lot of people are going to be like, I just had to realize, well, Micah took her channel down. Yeah, but Stauffer Garage is still there. As long as Stauffer Garage is on this YouTube world, my videos stay. And I've said that before. Miss Chunky. Oh, Miss Churchy. Oh, this will be good. Mrs. Churchy. Here we go, Gossip Queen. I just think you're totally unrelatable anymore. Okay. Working mom, yet have a nanny. Moved into a massive grand house. Good for you. Promoting your clothing store, Oils. Glad you've decided to take the kids off. That's a weird ass comment, Mrs. Churchy. And then Wild Child 11 writes, she has no obligation to be relatable to you. Boom. She has no obligation. Again, that's where I'm like, she sort of does, because she grew her channel on this. This one, I never thought I'd be at this point where I'm like, oh yeah, but you have no obligation, but she sort of does. Which sucks, because she started this. Michaela Coneen writes, imagine being a grown adult and you're complaining about missing someone else's children whom you've never met. Wow, the internet is crazy. Tara, you made the right decision to protect your family. Don't second guess yourself. Michaela, yes. 100. I want to read, there's 8 replies to that comment. Let's see. Love your comment. Haha, agree 1000. Yes, this just supports our decision. The internet's full of interesting people. Agreed, I think it's so strange. Seriously, absolute strangers demanding to see someone else's children online. Do they hear themselves? This is it, Tara. Focus on this comment. This is the one, right? The reactions themselves prove the point of why this is a very good decision to take your kids off. Exactly. You ladies, all you ladies in that little thing, you're hot. All right. And then Mashuma Lifestyle writes this. I've been following you for 3 years. I can't believe you're not going to show your kids in your videos. I cannot relate with these content anymore. It's so sad. A day in the life with Tara without sweet kids' voices and faces. Could this be boring? I never imagined that. Well, I don't know if you see any of her other videos. I will stay a little bit more here to see if I still like the videos, but I will not. But I think I won't be able to stick around. Well, Mushumama, piss off into the sun. I hope you leave. Can you imagine, like, oh, you're going to take your kids off? So I'm like, here's one. Kristen Goff writes, does celery juice give you diarrhea? I've heard it does. Does it? I don't know. I mean, it's just water. Celery is just water, isn't it? They have a lot of Arab viewers. I just read a comment. You have a lot, and I remember talking to Tara's husband about how they translate this they have a lot of overseas viewers, like Pakistani Arab. It's interesting because she's so white. I would actually be interested, and I know this sucks. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I would absolutely be interested in watching a family vlog from a different country. I want to see how kids raise their kids in India, China, Germany, Mexico. Like, I would actually watch that if they didn't put the kids on there. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know. I just had a thought about it. Laverne Weber, miss seeing the kids. Basically just watched for them and motherhood. You filmed an entire day in 12 minutes. Sorry to say, but your videos won't be the same without kids. Sick. The internet is sick. A lot of good positive comments at the bottom of the videos, which is good. A lot of people saying, cool, love it, love it, love it. And that gives me hope too, that a lot of these people, if family vloggers make the decision to take their kids off, they think the majority of their level-headed fans would be like, cool, I'm here to support you. And those who are there for the right reasons, it's probably good to cull them, get rid of them then. Because why do you want people who are just there to watch your children? That's disgusting. That's weird to me. So yeah, maybe everybody should do this. Who cares if you get rid of the weirdos? That's what you want. Tara inadvertently did something amazing here. She's going to get rid of the damn weirdos who just want to be there for her children. That is gross, people. Why are you watching other people's kids? Do you not understand how creepy that is? You know, that's creepy, right? That's weird. They're not your kids. And that just goes into this whole idea of the zoo culture of like this, look at this culture. It's like you get a glimpse into people's lives that you never normally would. As a family man myself with kids, I don't know how the other people live, my neighbors or my friends or Tom or Mark. I don't know how they raise their kids. I'm not there watching them. But these people are giving you a glimpse into their home, the way they raise their kids. It's a weird thing. It shouldn't be a thing. All right. I've read enough comments. So what I've come to the conclusion is that Tara Henderson is a pivotal moment here. Now, I know that a bunch of family vloggers have already taken their kids off, but I don't think I saw this happening. Something happened here. This is a pivotal moment in the family vlogging world. Tara Henderson's a pretty big vlogger, and she's getting a bunch of heat from her fans, not just haters. There's no hater. They're not hating. They're just like, I want to see your children. This is a pivotal moment where we stand in family vlogging. Everybody watching family vloggers, fans, it is not on them to provide their children to you. Even though, yes, they've built their channel on that, and that's where I'm conflicted. So they've built their channel on you watching the kids, and so people feel entitled to their children. But I'm going to say it here. Like, yeah, I'm conflicted, but it doesn't matter. If any parent makes the choice to take their kids off YouTube or out of the public eye, everybody should support that. And if you're only watching for children, go get your head checked. Go jump off a bridge, fall down a well, go cliff climbing without equipment, play darts backwards, swim with sharks. It's coming up. Shark Week's coming up. Do something. But stop making moms feel guilty. Stop making mothers on the internet feel guilty for taking their kids off. Now, a lot of people are like, well, you make moms feel guilty? Yeah. And if I'm not going to come at Tara Henderson anymore, she's decided to take her kids off the internet. That is a celebratory thing. Can't believe I'm coming to the defense of Tara Henderson. She's so boring. But we got to sit here at this moment and honor her. And all the other moms in the past that have done this. Brittany Morrow did the same thing. Shay Lee. Even Acacia said she's doing it. I don't know if she's following through with that. But there's been Aaron Williams. There's so many that have done this. This is starting to snowball. And this is awesome. We're going to write a song. Tara Henderson. Well, your house is still really weird looking, and your gold hardware is just weird. And I made fun of you before, but now I'm here to say congratulations for making the move. Congratulations for putting your kids ahead of you. Congratulations. It takes a real mom to do what you did. And protect your kids. Protect your kids. This is a bit of a cheesy, sappy one, right? But that's it. Tara Henderson. I now will remove my video that I've done of you, or whatever, how many I've done. And congratulations. And I hope going forward that you stick to this and that you just set a new precedent here. Tell the people that are mad that this is a decision that I'm making, so piss off in a nicer way if you want to. But what you've done here is you've set a precedent, and that is really good. So people going forward now might feel more comfortable doing that because you did it, and they're going to see how you did it. And the way that you continue on right now, Tara, is going to matter to a lot of people watching you. Very cool. Your house is still really ugly. So, sorry. Not sorry. Anyway, but everybody take a deep breath with me. That is a Good Friday video. Things are happening. People are making good choices. And it all comes because we make fun of people? I'm cool with it. We also say a lot of great things here. I think we have the conversation, we talk about it, and I think that's the one thing that's come from this. All the people out there who are like, what have you done? Well, you know what? I haven't done anything, but we have done some big things because we share ideas, thoughts, laugh, cry, right? We're this community of the Dad Challenge podcast is really, really cool. I don't think I've ever seen another community like this on YouTube. It's amazing. So thank you so much. Oh, I had a big announcement, right? Snark Week's coming. It's going to be fire. Everybody, you are so valuable. When you make good choices for your family, in the end, think about what that's going to do for your kids. Think about that. If you treat your kids like a bag of crap, if you treat your kids like they're a paycheck, if you exploit them and do all that stuff, how is there any positive that comes from that? So all of us out here trying to be our best parents, stop watching these people. But when they do something good, go ahead and honor them. Guys, head over to this video or Instagram and congratulate Tara for making the right choice. Maybe she needs to hear it. She was heartbroken. Anyway, everybody, you are valuable, gorgeous, beautiful. Tara, you are super valuable for doing what you just did. So, hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you at Snark Week.